Hello, 13-year-old. You're f***ed up. Your brain is f***ed. You've been mind raped by porn. You're broken. I'll save you. Your life is ruined. For just $37, you can come talk to me about jerking off. No! Evil freak! P.S. But Jack, I don't have $49 to invest in myself. Then find a way to make the money, bro. You say you're all about this life, but you're not willing to take a step outside your comfort zone and invest in yourself? This is being said to 13-year-olds. Targeting 13-year-olds. Hey, bro, make the money then. You're going to live in hell forever if you don't. You say you're all about this life, but you're not willing to take a step outside your comfort zone and invest in yourself? If you're not willing to do whatever it takes, you'll spend the rest of your life in regret, shame, and guilt. I don't know if the guy we're going to watch is a NoFapper, but he is going to talk about over-fapping. He's going to talk about excessive masturbation, I believe, and porn addiction. This video has been recommended to me by multiple people. It's called You'll Never Want to Watch Porn Again after hearing my story. Almost 6 million views. Thumbnail is, I fapped 4 times a day. Man is going to have a raw rod, bright red. You can just jerking off so many times, you wake up in the night and it's dark, you just whip your dick out and it's glowing raw red. I'm sure though, like, I mean, look, I was 13, 14 once, okay? Hormones raging. You could just nut 4 times a day without even masturbating. It just happens. Alright? But nowadays I feel like that would be unpleasant. Like dust would be coming out. Just dry, like what is in those silica packets would be coming out. No, you weren't. Prove it. Ahmed, I'm not going to provide you with proof of my 13-year-old ejaculations. You're just going to have to trust me on that one, okay? All right? Yes, Jake Pigoon. This is a 20-minute video. My understanding is he does motivational videos. I don't know if it's all about masturbation. We will look at more of this later. By later, I mean after this video, we'll look at what his general output is like. I see something in the recommended that concerns me a little bit, but we'll get there. First, we're going to watch this wholesome video to inspire you to not just waste your time jerking off all day, I presume. That's what I'm guessing. Let's go.
It's 2016. I am walking down the hallway of my dad's house and I walk past my stepsister's room.
I don't like that. I don't like the opening sentence and I don't like the smile.
It's 2016. I am walking down the hallway of my dad's house and I walk past my stepsister's
room.
Now,
for some reason, the washing machine was in my stepsister's room and it was down to her to do all the clothes washing and she'd often get stuck. So as I walked past the room, she was yelling, "Stepbrother, please."
Sister calls me into her room because
Come on. Is this a bit? Is this a joke?
She has just discovered something very explicit for the first time that she wants to show me. So I walk in and she's...
The stepsister is showing you porn? I can't jerk off to this. This is unrealistic. She needs to be trapped under a fallen girder or something. Just watching porn.
Very, very excited. First time ever seeing this stuff. She's litten up. And she tells me to take a peek.
I feel like the young picture of yourself is so unnecessary. Oh.
So I do. And little did I know, what I'm about to view is going to be my absolute downfall. And I am disgusted.
Downfall? I guess his first introduction to pornography that would then ruin him. Not the specific video or the fact that it was his sister with him. Although we don't know yet.
I can't even look at it, but I remember asking her, what is this stuff? What's it called? And
it's called hentai.
She says porn. So that word porn is on my mind for about a year. I have no urge to...
And it's art!
Watch it, and I'm playing on the family iPod one day. And a pop-up pops up. A very explicit...
They do tend to do that. They do tend to do that. Especially, hey, have you ever been watching movies and shows on a perfectly legal website? You're watching, I don't know, a reality TV show, you're watching Naked and Afraid or something, and you click, oh, well, I want to watch the next episode, and then just a gaped asshole flies up on the screen and is like, click here. I don't want to click here, I don't want to see that. Who's that for? Is the reality TV show audience like the mega gape audience? What is this?
Pop up that I have seen something similar to this before. So I click on it, and it's an extremely dodgy website. But there's a lot of interesting content on there.
Don't lick your lips, man!
So I started.
I don't like it. Stop, please. I need an adult. Please, I need an adult. I gotta tell you, here we go. You want young teen porn stories? As a 13 or 14-year-old, probably young, probably like 12-year-old, 13-year-old, my friends and I would raid the recycling bins for page 3s from The Sun, and we'd like collect them and hide them in the woods. And there was like the Sunday Sport or something, and it had like websites you could go to, and I snuck onto the family computer and went to the website, and it was like, download this for access, and I did, and it started doing like dial tone stuff, and I just unplugged the computer and ran away. Never tried it again. I was terrified. It said something about a standard fee. I was like, oh god, it's over. It's never been more over. Get me out of here. I think that's the most scared I've ever been in my life.
But there's a lot of interesting content on there. So I start scrolling through the content, and I'm starting to get aroused now.
Why are you doing
I wasn't
this?
aroused before, but I'm aroused.
Don't show a kid yourself while you're talking about being aroused. I get that's you in that time period, but...
Aroused now. I don't know my potential yet, but we'll get to that. And I start
my lightsaber is still intensifying.
discovering like the niche topics. The very, very niche topics. Now these are disgusting. To me, now, and to me then. And I remember about a week goes past, I'm bored. I remember the videos that I saw that weren't the niche ones, they were just the normal ones, even though I wouldn't even call them normal. So I'll get in the habit of watching these around 2 times a week.
What do you signal? I know what you're saying, okay? I know what this means. I know what show me Overwatch means. Are you gonna show us young you playing Valorant as well? Also, how old is this guy? He has to be young as hell if he's like a baby with Overwatch.
20 minutes. It's very interesting to me, it's very stimulating. I had no really reason to watch it. I was just learning a lot from this type of content. So I do this for about a year. No one knows about it, I never was caught.
Look, I guess technically you're learning, but you make it sound like it's your education.
I think I was anyway. And then I start liking a girl. A very, very feminine girl. Well, she has a very bold spirit. I'm not in love with her. That's it.
Does it hit? Overwatch was 20 years ago. Oh my gosh! Ah! No. It's weird to hear someone say I was interested in. I fell for a girl, and then to describe her as a very feminine girl. I guess nowadays, and I guess for Zoomers, you do have to say that. That's like that's a relevant adjective. In my day, you didn't have to describe them as feminine. That's just what a girl was. But
given the right word to use, I'm 12 years old. For her body, I am attracted to her because of her personality, her spirit. I find out this girl likes me, so we become boyfriend, girlfriend for about 6 months. I have no urge to watch it at all. None. I went a year watching it, maybe twice a week, no urge to watch it. Then we break up, around 6 months in, break up. And 12-year-old, I'm a little sad for about 2 weeks. Nothing crazy, but you know,
I started watching May Ice Cube cock and ball torture porn. I presume that exists. I have not checked.
You're heartbroken.
Fact check me at your peril.
For around 2 weeks, I was a little sad, but as 12-year-olds, our emotions are always fluctuating, so I was back to normal soon. And then, in the summer holidays of 2018 to 2019, because if you're in Australia, summer is December to February, I went over to my nan's house. Nan and Pop's house, who live around 3 hours away.
Oh God.
It was a normal day. Got there, played in their farm because they had a massive property, played with the dogs. I just having a...
It's not necessarily like... Okay, this story isn't necessarily sketchy. This is probably like a true story just about his life. The pictures of kids are you, but it still feels weird to be talking about porn and showing me a picture of a kid. It just makes me squeamish. Nothing actually wrong has happened, it's just weird vibes.
Really good time.
But I guess that's probably intentional.
Then I get into bed and I'm bored. So I think of this. I haven't been on these websites for like 7-8 months now. Let's do it again. And I start binge watching the content for hours. I stay up extremely late. And then I discover what I can do.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I'm like Christ. I can just I can just generate the water of life. Gran, come here. Are you thirsty? Look what I can make happen.
That was a feeling like unlike any feeling before. This video might sound a little cringe to some people, but you will understand why I'm making this video in a minute. But I remember after doing it, I thought something was wrong with me. I didn't know what it was. Right?
Nana, help, I'm leaking. Please, help. Get the flex tape.
No idea what it was, so I started doing research. Don't really know what research I did, but I ended up finding out that it was a part of human nature and it was completely normal. So you implant someone like a 12-year-old in his mind that watching.
I'm gonna pick at this. He binge watched a ton of porn and then was shocked at ejaculation. I can understand not knowing what it is, but presumably he would have seen a lot of that. Probably would have been copying the things he saw to get that outcome to a degree.
Pornography is normal. I start doing it maybe once a week. Nothing crazy. I have really no time and energy to do it every day. But I start doing it once a week.
Imagine being so soy that jerking off is too intense. These Zoomers are not going to make it.
And I go into high school and my confidence with women has dropped because I'm already pedestalizing.
Is this the Minecraft OST slowed down? I didn't pay attention to the music. Is that what we're gonna get there? Also, pedestalizing them. This could be a sicko mode. It already is a sicko mode video, but it could become even more sicko mode if he goes, the problem with porn is it makes you view women too highly.
I went to high school and my confidence with women has dropped because I'm already pedestalizing them just a little bit. And porn became a way for me to experience deep connection with somebody without actually attaching myself to them and maybe...
I presume he means he started putting them on a pedestal, I guess as something out of reach and above him. I guess as a result, found refuge only in porn.
Risking getting rejected by somebody. I could just experience it on my phone, no risk. It just took 10 seconds.
It's Minecraft music. Slowed down. What are you doing? So, should I spoil it? I'm not going to spoil it. Shows pictures of himself as a kid. The story is focusing on his earlier life. There's Minecraft music. Keep all these things in your head. There's something we're going to look at after this.
Type up.
That makes me feel weird about this guy a little bit.
I didn't know it was bad for me. I thought it was a part of human nature. I remember around, I'd say 3 or 4 months of heavy consumption. I can look back at it now and I can genuinely say that I was manipulated by porn. Like it had screwed over my mind. It had completely rewired my mind. I didn't know this at the time.
Completely rewired? Permanently? We are watching a porn golem.
I look back at it now, it definitely did.
No. Okay, now I've overhyped it. There's nothing that he's done. We're going to look at more of the media he's published. It paints an interesting picture of his target audience, I would suggest.
100%. I would find it boring playing basketball with the boys on the weekend. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that for more than an hour now. Going for...
Yeah, that's why you play badminton. Badminton is sick as hell. 1v1 me.
Walks down the beach. Boring. Talking to my friends. Boring. Talking to a girl. Couldn't do it. But I'd love to if I was confident. And of course, this was part of puberty as well. Men become, I guess, a little bit more lustful or more desirable for sex because they're maturing, right?
The fucking dick growth animation is so good. You can no longer contain your meat in your underwear.
Lustful.
Look, it's getting out.
Desirable for sex because they're maturing,
Whoa!
right? It's...
You know that part of puberty where your dick wraps around to your own ass? Just goes up and to the right and wraps around behind you?
It is, it's part of human nature, but it's just it's the effect, not the cause, that was the issue. My grades started to go down because I had very, very little energy and because I was very, very anxious. I wouldn't put my hand up in class anymore. If I didn't know something, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because everyone would laugh because it's all sticky.
I wouldn't ask questions on it, meaning I would probably get it wrong. And as we grow old, my friends start talking about it. You know, they start talking about how they watch it. And that makes you want to do it even more because I know it's even more normal. I'm not the weird fuck anymore, you know? But I could never admit that I watched it. All my friends admitted it, but I could never admit it. I don't know why I couldn't. I could never admit I watched it. At the back of my mind, I knew it was wrong. Within 3 years, I went from...
We'd be asked by our teachers if we watched porn. In sex education class, they had a whole thing where it was like, everyone put up your hand. If any of you have watched porn, put up your hand. And a guy on his little, like, mobile phone shit-ass brick loaded up like a little GIF, like a little video, and was like, yes!
Completely despising pornography, couldn't even look at it. To now, when I'm 13 years old in 7th grade, that's the only thing on my mind. But I remember a year goes past. It's
one of those little clips that in the gaming magazines, in the video game magazines, they would advertise, send a text to this number, it will cost you £5 in credit and you'll get a little clip on your mobile phone.
Early 8th grade, and this is a very, very significant event because I remember it just like it was yesterday. My family and I got...
That's something about, by the way, just as a quick aside, no one seems to remember games journalism selling porn to kids. That was a thing. That was wild. Some of those magazines were insane.
For lunch. I think it's lunch. It's not dinner, it's lunch. There's probably maybe 10 of us there. Yeah, the whole family, aunties, uncles. And I get sat around 10 meters away from a really physically attractive woman. And she looks like the women I watch on these porn videos.
Oh, God.
Looks exactly like...
She even had a bulge.
One of them. And I've never experienced that in real life before. So my soul just gets killed.
What do you mean your soul gets killed? I saw her and God spoke to me. I knew what I had to do. I had to gape.
All I'm thinking about is lust. All I'm thinking about is this girl. My family asked me questions.
I was really turned on by a beautiful woman in real life. Why did porn do this to me?
How's school going? How's basketball going? Right. All the questions you ask. And I just give one-word answers because I'm constantly looking at this girl.
To be clear, though, increasingly newer generations are being cooked by porn. To be clear, that is totally a thing that's happening. This story is a bit silly, though, I feel. So far, at least.
Well, I wasn't that down bad that I was going to go bust one off in the bathroom. I was never that down bad, luckily. But I was very close to it. And I remember that day after we finished lunch, I'm on the way home and all I'm thinking about in my...
Like, I think the younger generations getting screwed is more to do with going down the pipeline of more and more extreme stuff. And in particularly, holy shit. I've lost the ability to speak. Porn has killed my soul. In particular, when they get involved with porn communities online and it becomes a social thing, I think is when they get utterly obliterated by it.
My head is just women, women, women. I want a girl, bro. I want to lose my V card. I'm 14 years old at this point. That's all I want to do. So
I'm just going to say it. That seems normal. That's how I was.
I have completely gone...
I wasn't watching tons of porn even or anything like that.
I have completely gone from an innocent kid, or semi an innocent kid, to a literal NPC who craves lust 24/7.
What is this? It's called hormones, brother.
And this caused me to do it anytime I went out in public. So
okay, yeah, that's not normal. Sorry, when he says anytime he goes out, does he mean jerk off? Never. I take it back. That is not normal. Okay, fair.
Anytime I'd go out in public, I would do it beforehand, especially before my...
Wait, do it beforehand is different. My man made it sound like he was on the bus jerking off before leaving the house. Do you mean you wake up in the morning? Do you mean you jerk off when you have morning wood or something? I was never one of those guys, but real different to that. Every time I'd go out, I'd do it. Makes you sound like a...
basketball games, because I would usually get distracted in my basketball games from someone sitting on the sidelines or something like that. So I did it.
That's kind of extreme, yeah.
Before that.
Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah.
And I didn't realise this at the time, but it was playing a lot into my performance. I was getting more tired. I felt less athletic.
Probably the jerking off, yeah. You want the tension. You want that tension.
I didn't know.
You want to be dripping on the court.
I know this, but I realised this when I started to realise it was bad for me, which I'll get to in a minute. So I'm increasing the amount of times I'm doing it now. Went from maybe once a week to maybe 3 or 4 times
My
a week.
rep, pushing up those reps.
Before school, because school was kind of a familiar environment. I'd only do it when I went out somewhere where I wasn't really familiar with, if that makes sense. But I remember I started feeling extremely tired during the middle of year 8. like very, very tired and very, very anxious as well. So I went to the doctor. Now, he didn't prescribe me any medicine or whatever. My diet was kind of shit. My sleep was shit. Basically, everything in my life was bad. And I had very, very low self-confidence, which I guess contributed to that issue a little bit. But I'm no doctor, I don't know. But if I look back at it today, I think the root cause of all that was my porn consumption. I might be wrong.
Root. If you're watching an extreme amount of it and you're obsessed with it, that's going to have an effect on you. I would suggest it's not the root exactly, because not everyone who gets into porn a lot and watches a lot of porn ends up with these problems, right?
But this is just from my experience. Now, this is probably the biggest...
Like, this seems pretty extreme.
...part of Jack Pickett law that my real fans will know. I tried out for a bigger team that was
literally dribbling down the court. If anyone tries to follow him, they just slip over.
Get me, I guess, access to scouts that would allow me to play college basketball, D1 college basketball one day. Now, I try out for this team. I don't watch porn. I don't do it. I think it's like 2 or 3 days before the tryout. I don't even want to do it. I'm just constantly thinking about what I can do to impress the coaches.
All right.
So I don't even have an urge to.
Oh,
I go
no.
there, do pretty well on the first tryout. I'm not going to go very deep into it. If you want to go deeper into this specific story, I will leave this video in the description because I go...
Right, yes. The video in the recommended is called I'm 18. If you're 13, 14, 15 or 16, please watch this. That gives me real weird vibes, personally. That gives me extremely weird vibes, especially when he has a mailing list you can sign up to. I'm going to have a little peep. Does he get your email address? So, someone talking about porn and early experiences, specific target audience of people who are that age. On one hand, it makes sense in the idea that, oh, you want to help people who had a similar experience. On the other hand, you're putting out videos specifically asking young people to watch it, trying to get them to come engage with you, trying to get this age range to sign up to a mailing list. Nope. No. $10 super thanks message from Skyvy Run. Hello, my name is Kyler and I am 13 years old. Get banned. And you have really helped me. I've had very low confidence due to my skin and also been very addicted to corn. You have helped me in quitting and also helped me find a purpose in life. Thank you, Jack. Hey, 13-year-olds, come here. You have a comment section, effectively a forum, under this video and under a video specifically calling for 13, 14, 15-year-olds to watch it, where people are going to be identifying themselves as being those ages. You have set up a fish in a barrel situation for creeps. This ain't good. This is real bad, in my opinion. Like, this is horrendous. Place your bets. If we click more replies, will other people go, hey, I'm a kid too? Same. Hi, brother, I'm 14. I believe in you. We have to not ever do it again. Same. W. I don't think children should be encouraged to identify themselves as children on the internet. I think that's real bad. Not a fan at all.
Into it pretty in detail there. But basically, after the 4 tryouts, I get cut. I haven't done it for about 2 weeks.
Imagine if he was referring to circumcision.
So I have maybe the biggest urge ever when I get home. Ever. I've
Don't look at me like that. You're making me feel weird.
decided to give up on basketball at this point. I'm not going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not good enough. I'm never going to make the NBA. So I start
So I went to the store and I got some shoe polish.
watching it every day. Now I start watching it twice a day. Now I start watching it three or 4 times a day. Now we're in lockdown, so I stick with that 3 or 4 times a day. Porn has become my purpose. I get up, I do it, I go play some more video games, I do my schoolwork I need to do for the day.
This feels like it's crossing over from like inspirational, oh, don't let it suck up your life, almost to like fetish content. Borderline. You see, have you actually... You know, everyone's like, oh, gooners, they're gooning all the time, they're masturbating all the time. Did you know that the goon thing is like an actual fetish? And they say stuff like, porn is our purpose, da 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 da. And they do this role play of like, my life is consumed by porn, ooh.
which is maybe 2 or 3 hours in lockdown. I do it again, video games, do it again, video games, do it again before I go to bed. Constant cycle for I think around 3 months, 3 or 4 months. And I start noticing that my skin starts getting really pale. Not a lot of pimples, I'd maybe get a pimple or two.
Stop showing.
I think that's mostly...
This is real creeping me out. Hey, look, I was a kid too. Don't I look just like you? I don't like it. I don't like it.
What do you drink and your hygiene? And I'm no doctor though, don't listen to me. But I felt extremely, I looked extremely pale and I felt extremely drained because I was doing it so much.
This is weird as hell. I don't like this.
I think everyone wants to look attractive, so I started looking up online, how can I get my skin more smooth and maybe...
Oh, don't tell me. I'm real concerned. Are you jerking 4 times a day? Is your skin bad? Well, I have an incredible skincare tonic for you that you can make at home.
More tanned and look more attractive, look more vibrant, because I also wanted women attention so I could naturally do it with somebody. I didn't want to just do it on pornography. So I started researching ways, drink more water, get more sun, not too much, eat a better diet, all this type, new skincare, all this very, very simple things, right?
I'm going to be real with you. Okay, Card is talking about a 16-year-old in lockdown. What other options does he have anyway? I'm going to be super real. As a teen even, do people not jerk off without pornography anymore? Is that just a thing that doesn't happen anymore? I wasn't consuming tons of porn. I was still jerking off a lot as a teen. And most of the time it was without any porn or anything. It was all running off the dome. Also, yes, he did say doing it on porn. Don't want to see your laptop screen, brother.
And I try these out, and they
stop
work a little
showing me yourself as a topless teen.
Pale and drained. It feels like I'm sick all the time.
Porn got me pregnant.
Feel sick, but I look it. Now, this is where this video gets a little bit, I guess, not controversial, but it's not completely fact. It's just from my experience. I looked at these people. This is no disrespect to anyone, by the way. I looked at these people who were giving me advice on clear skin, and they had clear skin, but they didn't have glowing skin.
They were all brown.
Their skin wasn't vibrant. I see some people and their skin is vibrant. Their skin wasn't that. No one ever mentioned semen retention. So,
here we go. It's the meme.
Because my feed on YouTube is mostly this skin care type of
Don't use words like feed or feeding and semen retention, and don't combine these words.
Self-improvement now. I come across this video from a YouTuber called Gabe Got That Glow. He doesn't make content anymore, or he might haven't really checked out his channel for a while.
Right. So he clearly is targeting kids with this. Note, his other video that is connected to this and includes a story from this video is I'm 18 if you're 13, 14, 15, or 16. Please watch this. We're not now talking about semen retention, and I guess making yourself really sexually frustrated, identifying yourself in the comments, signing up to a mailing list. I don't like this. This stinks.
But this guy is the definition of a Giga Chad. Jacked, the smoothest skin I've ever seen in my life. And the title of his YouTube video is NoFap plus cold showers for 30 days equals next level glow. Now the OGs will remember when I saw this video. I click on it, I don't know what NoFap is at this point. I discover that it's no porn and no jacking off.
So, not false advertising, this has become a NoFap video, I was correct?
So I'm like, this is the cheat code. This is what I've been doing so much. This is why I haven't been able to get vibrant, clear skin. Now, some people believe that semen retention doesn't do anything. Some people believe it does. I'm not saying I'm wrong. Not at all. I believe it did a little bit. It made me more confident and my skin starting to get better, but I'll get to that. So I have this surge of motivation to quit. I'm never going back to this shit ever again. But I haven't discovered how hard it is going to be to actually quit this stuff.
I filmed myself crying, shaking with porn withdrawal.
I do it the next day.
Yes, his name is Jack Piggott. Sorry, hang on. Wait. Nicandros, are you trying to make me go schizo? Jack Piggott. Jack Pig. Jerk Pig. This is not like a gooning fetish channel, is it?
Because I can't beat it. It's at night. It's a really strong urge. Again, I'm doing it 4 times a day. Like, I'm no joke. 3 or 4 times a day at the minimum. Because it's my purpose. And I do it again the next day. And I just can't beat that urge at night. It always comes. I can't beat it. And after around 3 or 4 months...
Isn't the problem that you are beating it, though?
To this constant cycle, I'd get to maybe day 4, and I'll just relapse. After 3 or 4 months of this cycle, This is another part of Jack Bigot law. I did it 8 times in a single day.
Don't.
Now again, this is going to sound really cringe to some people, but
What the hell is this footage? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now.
I don't look at it as cringe because it was an effect of a really deep cause within myself. Some people who don't understand, you know, what corn addiction
I'm the Joker of semen retention.
myself.
My laugh wasn't vibrant, like Joaquin Phoenix. I'd watch laughing guides on YouTube, but their laugh didn't really come out like a piercing squeal, like a peal of thunder. It's the semen.
Some people who don't understand, you know, what corn addiction can do will just cringe at that number. But if you're watching this far, you understand how dangerous it can be. All right, so I did that. And after I did it the 8th time, I felt like I didn't have a body, bro. You know, you drain everything out of you, you know?
I became translucent. The skin, the color from your skin comes from semen. It's under the layer, a transparent layer, okay?
But the positive to that was that I knew I was never going back. Never.
Straight up joking it! And by it, I mean my peanuts.
I planted that image in my mind that I was
Good job not saying seed.
never gonna go back. Like the image of my mind of how regretful and how shit I felt the last time I did it. I couldn't even get to sleep that night. Right? And I made it a promise I was never gonna do it again. So I go a week without it. Haven't even viewed it, haven't touched me willy. Haven't done it in a week. I feel very productive. I have more energy, not a lot of energy, but more energy than I used to have. And I should be on top of the world because I've beaten my 4 days I used to always realize
Stop
on.
talking about beating it. I feel like it's a poor choice of terminology for not masturbating. Unless you're trying to be humorous, but I don't know. Just seems incidental.
But I feel very lonely. Extremely lonely. The most lonely I've ever felt in my life. Even though this is the time where I should be the most confident, the most connected, the most in love with, like, self-love, right? But I feel the least of that because my mind has been corrupted by porn to crave that urge of connection. I don't feel connected.
Corrupted by porn to crave that urge of connection. I don't know what that means.
I never built a connection with myself. I've always needed someone external from those porn websites that are fake to fill that void within myself. And I battle this demon for the next week. So I'm 2 weeks off it. I'm proud of myself, but I can't let it go away. I'm not going to compare this to a drug addiction because I'll never have one. But people mention like the withdrawals that you have.
You can compare it on the bait. You can be like dopamine addiction, whatever.
I don't
guess
know if that's
fair.
If that's
I'm not going to call that out too hard.
what I'm referring to here, but I guess it's similar. I don't know. If any expert in the comments, if any expert is watching this video, let me know if those were withdrawal symptoms. Because I believe they were, but I might be
I doubt it, but again, I am not an expert.
completely wrong. I'm just a fucking guy yapping on the internet. But it was that strong that I caved in. I gave in. I couldn't do it. I was
Stop
so lonely.
with the
bro.
footage, man. Like peeping at me, pouting. I was so unconfident. I was constantly filming myself lifting weights.
I was so lonely. And I only felt more lonely after I did it. I was extremely regretful. I made it 2 weeks, but the yin and the yang, I had a lot of confidence that I could go further. I made it 2 weeks. I can do this for the rest of my life. I know I can. I just got to get through these initial stages. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to.
Mark, this might have been still during lockdown, and my understanding is Australia went omega sicko mode on lockdown. I don't remember what age he's saying this specifically happened though.
Do it. So I battle these demons every day, and I just call them lies. I just keep calling them lies, lies, and lies, and lies. Giving in to this urge is not going to solve the issue. It is only going to delay it. It's only going to make it stronger. It's only going to delay it further. I'm just going to feel it next week if I do it now. I have to go through this if I want to grow. So I make it a month, and I start to see some of the benefits that Gabe Got That Glow has been talking about. Increased energy.
So this is like an ad for him, is it? He's talking about the glow of the skin of a guy called Gabe that Got That Glow. He's backing up this guy's brand. This is after lockdown? Okay.
I'd say increased confidence because I've gone 30 days off something that I was heavily addicted to.
The whiplash version of this video is insane. That is not my tempo! Stop stroking! You call that a double stroke?
But I'm yet to see clearer skin.
Why is he turning into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
I can see a little bit of it, but not much. I'm not glowing yet.
All the semen he's retaining is becoming a crusted shell on his back.
Which was the main reason I was doing this. So if I didn't get that benefit, honestly, I probably would have gone back to it. And now this is the biggest challenge I ever had. It was around, I'd say day 40, 50. I'm not too sure. I can't really remember. But it was in between 30 and 60 days. I remember that. I go up to my nan and pop's house again.
Oh God, not the
I don't think
dogs.
anything of it. I think it's just going to be normal. I've got rid of this addiction now.
But I couldn't help but notice my gran had some big knockers.
Smooth skins starting to maybe come in a little bit. But I hop into that bed again.
Granny pinched my cheek and that's all it took.
That same bed where I discovered what I could do, my potential. And it hits me, bro.
Wait.
But I hop into that bed again. That same bed where I discovered what I could do, my potential.
Alright.
And it hits me, bro. I remember the feeling, the first time ever, how it felt so good. And
So good? It does feel good.
I was ready to do it. So I opened up the hub and I was scrolling through the videos. My heart was beating 1,000,000 miles an hour. It really was rock hard.
Don't want to hear it, bro. That's one of those things that annoys me that so many people say. They talk about the frequency of something and describe it in terms of velocity. I don't like that. Stop it.
And I was just sweating. I was like, because I went from doing it so many times to not doing it at all. Right, the urge is going to be so big, but I couldn't get myself to do it. I'm not.
It's so many people do it though, Zara. It's so common.
Going back to day 0 because I know the pain of regret is going to be so much stronger than the pain of discipline. I know it. This pain of not giving in is going to be so much better.
That is something important. Avery Hyena mentions, he's talking about his frustrations over his skin as a young man going through and on the tail end of puberty. Yeah, like no shit, your skin was jacked. Jacked, as in jacked up skin. And he's trying to get 13, 14, 15-year-olds to watch this. Sign up to his newsletter. Oh, is your skin all messed up, teenager? Here's why.
Than the pain of regret. I battle that urge all night. I can't go to sleep. I don't even think I slept that night. I can't, but I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I promised myself I'm never doing it again. I made that promise to myself, and if I break this promise, I don't know where I'll be. So I wake up the next morning, I get up, I can't remember. But
take a brush, put a little makeup.
I remember the urge slowly fading away. I get up, I go for a walk, I go play some basketball, I talk to my grandparents. And I get little urges from here on in, but they start getting a lot smaller now. And my skin starts getting a lot better. I start
finally completely eradicated my sexuality. Let's go.
Really glowing. Now, if I have any...
I find it interesting that he's not mentioning yet. He has to. He's not mentioning his reaction to women in real life at the moment.
Pictures, I'll put it up here. And I want to get back to that. My sleep's been very shit the last couple of years. I've just realised that. So, Prime Jack's coming back. Give me 2 months.
Don't say... I didn't masturbate for a year, but the Prime Jack is coming back.
And hopefully I'll be glowing again. So I start telling my friends about how I've quit it, how I've quit porn, and I don't know if that was...
That's real weird. That's really weird. I also don't like people... I don't like talking about, like... Yeah, does this turn you on with your friends? I don't like that either. Both, not a fan.
Good decision to make or not, but I told him, and I remember one of my mates, just for fun, or I don't know if he was being serious or not, he showed me it in class. It was like a kind of a test to see if I was gonna enjoy it or not, want to watch it. But
this is really weird. This is like a... Aiming for a young audience, talking about, hey, challenging your friends not to jerk off. That's a thing that happened to me. I feel real weird about this, bros.
I don't want to look at it again. This might... I don't want to tear up.
All I wanted to look at was my friend's face and his glowing skin.
Right, bro, this won't be tears of sadness. This will be just tears of emotion. But I felt like a kid again. I felt like my 10-year-old self again, bro. And I realised when that came, when that moment came, I realised I'd beaten her. I realised I'd beaten her.
I realised I'd beaten my porn addiction when I regressed to a young childhood state.
And I was extremely proud of myself. I was, because I'd come a long way.
Don't! You can't say I beat it. You can't say I've come a long way when we're talking about jerking off and nutting. Stop talking about coming distances. Stop talking about beating it. Stop it.
My confidence wasn't there with women yet. I was still very, very nervous because I'd never really talked to girls. I've built that confidence up over the last, I'd say, few months, 100%. But the most important part of the video is now. Most important part of the story, and this genuinely might make me tear up, bro, honestly, because and this might sound really cringe to some people.
Okay.
But it means a lot to me, man. And hopefully it can mean someone to someone.
The Minecraft music is still absolutely messing me up, by the way. I have not gotten over that. It's just sizzling in the background.
I'm watching this video. I remember...
What is this music
around maybe 6 months after I was off it.
No. Is this Bug Snacks?
I was sitting outside of my nan's house that I discovered what I can do at their house. And I was just sitting out there looking at the sunsets.
So. What is this?
Nature. Just having a conversation with her. Just about life. I could never do that, bro. Never. I could never connect with someone like that. Because of my porn addiction. Because I was doing it so much. I sat there for 3 hours, genuinely just not stop smiling. Because of that. And it might be another reason why that was the case, but from my own experience, it was because I wasn't addicted to porn anymore. Everyone who is watching this video,
or you think because of that,
and you can relate to me, and you don't find this cringe. You understand that porn is playing a role in your life.
Porn is playing a role in your life. 13, 14, 15-year-old who's giving me money and I'm favoriting your comment. Weird.
Negatively.
Weird.
It's worth it. It's worth it to quit.
Let's convince kids they're like a broken freak. Let's convince kids they have a porn addiction.
I know that if you're anything like me, you have these withdrawal symptoms, especially if you've been addicted to it for a long time.
Talking to kids about their withdrawal from porn and how he knows how much they want to come back to it. Nah. With some Minecraft music. It's not Minecraft music now. At least I don't think this is Minecraft music, but...
It hurts, bro.
Nah.
You don't have someone next to you.
No.
Right, you maybe don't have the confidence to go up and cold approach girls, to get a girlfriend, or however you want to get a girlfriend. It hurts, bro. It does, but it's worth it. 100%. Every single time you get an urge, remind yourself that the pain I feel today is the strength I feel tomorrow. If I let go of this pain right now, by giving in, I'm not going to feel that strength tomorrow. It's worth it, bro. 100%. Come back to this video whenever you need to. I'll say it one more time.
Become dependent on me. Become dependent on me to not jerk it to porn.
It is worth it. No. Hopefully this wasn't too cringe, but I had to say what's on my mind. Much love, brother. I believe in you.
Brofist PewDiePie!
You. Sometimes you just...
Yeah. Are you so lonely you can't talk to girls? I know how much you love porn. Come talk to me about it.
Gotta believe in yourself. Alright. Much love, my man. Peace.
Man. Hopefully. By the way, here's his personal email. There's the one for 13, 14-year-olds. This is my whole teenage story. If you're 13 to 16 years old, I think you'll enjoy this. Here's my email. This is fucked. Even if he's doing nothing wrong and has no ill intentions, you should not be doing this. Do not do it like this. There are ways to talk about your experiences like this, and it ain't this way, specifically casting a net for kids, giving them your email, trying to get them to sign up to stuff, having the kids talking about it in your comment section, which is going to function, like I said, as fish in a barrel for totally unrelated to you predators to find them when they're identifying themselves in the comments. I can't imagine feeling comfortable with the way these things are going. This is weird as hell.
I feel like going for a jorking session now. BRB.
Enjoy. As much as it's terrible if someone's sucked into porn, and even worse if they get sucked into a porn community, I think this stuff also in part functions to break down the youth, to sound like someone on Fox News or something, I don't know. The youth, their sense of intimacy being a private thing is broken down by this, much in the way that it is by porn communities. I think that's a function of this, and I think that is in and of itself, like, wrong. Yeah. What is a porn community? You know, groomer discords and whatnot. I think this is probably the kind of thing where you want, like, comments off sort of thing. I don't really want to sign up to his newsletter. It's via Systeme or Systeme.io. You go into this. I want to see what he's selling. I want to see what's going on. He's saying, I will never sell you stuff, but get weekly inspirational emails from you. You're selling a brand. At the very least, you are selling a brand, right? If you're 13 to 18, please watch this video. Here we go. I wish someone told me this. This video is for anyone in high school aged 13 to 18, but it can apply to anyone of any age. Get my free training on how I broke free from my bad habits and how you can do the same. Join my Discord. Account inactive. ConquerYourMind.com. This is weirdo marketing stuff specifically targeting kids regarding their interaction with pornography. No. 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 Let's go to the Wayback Machine. What's it called? Conquer Your Mind with dashes? I'll just copy and paste it. That's easier. Make sure it's exactly the same. Let's see if it's in the Wayback Machine. As early as 2023, June 7th, 2023. What did the website look like then? What do we have here? Bro. It's the same website you've... Here, join now. Sign up to get the guide on how to make $1 million or something. But this is, hey kids, want to stop jorking it? Look at this site. We've all seen a million of these websites, I'm sure. Here it is. This is the site from June 7th, 2023. Awesome. I've emailed you the ebook, but wait. Don't get it just yet. I have something special for you. If you're here to replace your toxic addictions with new and improved habits, then this is the most important letter you'll read all year. This is the thing you scam grandmas with. In the ebook, I share a lot of valuable information that's going to help you, but if you want to truly break free from your addictions, feel more confident, and start living the life of your dreams while doing something every day that fulfills you, you must first quit what's holding you back. Your toxic habits will lead you to living through an empty, meaningless life. Targeting this at this website is linked in his video if you're 13 to 18 years old. Hey 13-year-old, watch out. You're going to live a toxic, empty, corrupted life if you don't follow my guide. This is sickening. Here's the automatically generated word cloud for his channel in Filmit. Bro porn. His two most common words are gold bro porn. At the top 3 even. What do we have here? If you're here, I know you're struggling with a toxic habit that's draining the life out of you, but you do dream of quitting one day so you can finally feel free. Lucky for you, you're in the right place. Here's how and why I can make you this promise. My name is Jack Piggott, and I'm an expert on breaking bad habits and replacing them with good habits so you can stop living the meaningless, empty life you feel on a daily basis. But don't say this to kids. If I had a 13-year-old kid and you say this to them, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Like, do you understand? I've completely turned my life around since 2021, replacing and breaking all my bad habits and addictions such as porn, fapping, and scrolling on social media. Haven't gone back to those bad habits ever since, allowing me to live my dream life on my own terms. I realized how down bad I was back then, so I've made it my life's purpose to helping young guys just like you take back their lives. I mean, it's obviously It's a dime a dozen griftoid, but I feel it's rare to see them target children specifically like this. And something related to their sexuality and their consumption of pornography. A kid being hooked on porn and watching all day, that's not good. This ain't good either. This is real bad. Haven't just done this for myself, I've helped multiple young people just like you. Is this saved here? Can we watch this?
Hey guys, my name's Nicholas Momirowski. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. And a few months ago, I was looking for something like a program to help me change my life, to help me...
I'm sure you were.
...further improve my life, because I was already on self-improvement, self-development, whatever you want to call it. And I was looking for something that could, enhance the way I live, make things even better, get to my goals faster, overcome struggles like
Stop saying...
talking to new people, motivation.
Don't be saying the two words "come struggles" in a row in your anti-masturbation testimonial.
Drive, and just all these new things, like anxiety as well, yeah. So that's when I came across Jack's program, and I decided for it's like the price of a t-shirt from like Kmart. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through.
I have no idea what the hell he just said.
Have a look what this lad has to offer. So I'll go through the whole program, and speaking from today, this is about 3 to 4 months later, my whole life has completely changed. Not only from the program, but also from having Jack's personal help and
From having Jack's personal help. Hey kids, do you want Jack's personal help with your porn stuff? No. Begone, Satan. Get out of here.
One-on-one mentorship as well with him, being able to speak to him in the program, like one-on-one, and like...
Hey, if you're 13 to 18 years old, watch this video about NoFap. Go to my website, which was this, and learn how you can talk to me one-on-one, 13-year-old, hypersexual 13-year-old. No!
Even in a group, being able to ask him questions, getting personal advice and feedback on my current situation, that truly changed my life, and I'll change my life with a lot of things, like my perspective on pretty much everything, yeah. Because I was struggling, as I said, with speaking to new people, anxiety, motivation, drive, and also rest as well, not being able to rest properly.
Okay, whatever. Speaking from today, my whole life has completely changed. Michael came into this journey with little confidence. Got some love hearts to him. Little Discord testimonial, okay? Looks like it's a bunch of, look at this kid, man.
Streamer at $5 super big. I love how these people never recommend kids look to their family or
that's a good point.
For the help they need. Complete credit.
Yeah, why is there no mention of family? Oh! And pedos on Twitter will be like, some people have abusive parents. Okay. If you can trust your parents and you think you're struggling with this and you think it's a problem, go talk to them. You can say that. You can couch it in that even. This is weird as hell. Lucas, 5 months ago I was constantly slacking off and couldn't let go of my problems. The breakthrough has helped me gain a new mindset, a mindset that is impeccable as well as tones of knowledge. That's a little boy. Do you realize that you could see the same results if you were quit your porn, vaping, and social media addictions? 9 out of 10 young men are addicted to porn, vaping, and social media. Come on, man. Here's just the tip of the iceberg. Just the tip, little boy. Just the tip.
Polly McCoy fed the
Thank you,
streamer
Polly
$2
McCoy.
super big. Where is the short fat otaku testimonial?
I don't know.
Face.
I suspect he's a gooner. I get gooner vibes. You'll shave years off the learning curve, skipping past all the mistakes and obstacles in your way, fast-tracking your dream. Step-by-step formula. You won't be left alone feeling regret and frustrated at yourself after you relapse on NoFap, hit your vape again, or waste hours mindlessly. After you come, you'll have a community, I guess. That's weird. You'll save thousands of dollars because this is the only program you'll ever need. This is the only program you'll ever need. Will it save you money because it's cheaper or because it's free? Curious. Join the breakthrough today. Let's see if that's archived. You break through. Okay, here's the bottom line. You get all of this for only $37. Hello, 13-year-old. You're f***ed up. Your brain is f***ed. You've been mind raped by porn. You're broken. I'll save you. Your life is ruined. For just $37, you can come talk to me about jerking off. No! Evil freak! Get out of my sight.